Welcome to PodApplaud, the Monday through Friday podcast that aims to enable your podcast habit. I'm your host, Seb, and today we are going to take a look at the literary podcast, Writing Excuses. Writing Excuses is a panel-ish discussion in which Brandon Sanderson, Mary Robinette, Howard Taylor, Dan Wells, and even more guest hosts converged to talk about writing. There's over 240 episodes in the podcast feed I was able to find on Listen Notes, and even more episodes on their official website, writingexcuses.com. The show touts itself as a quick 15-minute production, but often runs a little over and even has some episodes as long as 20 minutes long. The episodes are released once a week, like clockwork, so the show is very easy to incorporate into your schedule. That is, if you're not busy working on the backlog. The first day I listened to Writing Excuses, I saw that it wasn't a show I had to necessarily listen to sequentially. So I rounded up and downloaded a few episodes I found intriguing. I listened to them and downloaded some more immediately right after. And I repeated this process a couple of times. So it's fair to say that I enjoyed the show. If you're not familiar with the host of the podcast, we have some prolific novelist, a short story specialist, and a webcomic guru. This is not even accounting for the special host that they get to join up for each season. The varied expertise and background of these writers really offers a healthy mixture of different writing advice each and every episode. Since season 11, by the way, the show is on its 14th season. Anyway, since season 11, the show has picked one overarching theme to dive into for that season, with smaller sub-themes each month. Season 11 was elemental genres, 12 structure, 13 character, and the current season 14 is focusing upon world building. There really is no shortage of quality discussion for you to tune into, and the short episodes are titled specifically, so it is very easy to target that special episode covering a topic you just need to hear. Despite all their accomplishments, this selection of writers is very approachable and fun in their discussions. I never feel like I am being talked down to or that the topics are too inaccessible. The vibe feels more akin to sitting in on a peer sharing session, which I'm very grateful for. So far, I have found the podcast to be very helpful in getting me back into the world of writing. I've been tossing around the idea of getting into the audio drama space, and with the confidence I've been building, listening to Writing Excuses, you may just see some original ideas out of me instead of reviews for other shows. Speaking of which, I guess it's time I get to the rating. Okay, here on PodApplaud I rate shows on a 1 to 5 scale. 1 is silence, 2 is a slow clap, 3 is applause, 4 is a round of applause, and 5, of course, is a standing ovation. I would give Writing Excuses a 5 out of 5 every time. Each episode has given me something to think about and look further into. The show doesn't pretend that it can, finger quotes here, solve writing, but they do their best to enable you as much as possible and point you towards more resources. As a bonus, from just the first day of listening to the cast, I came away with 4 book recommendations added to my library wish list. So, if you're a reader, you might just get some good book recommendations as well. I'm going to keep listening to this show, likely until I have caught up on the backlog and become a weekly listener. I would recommend the show to anyone at all interested in creative writing for any platforms. If you write or even have a desire to do so, you should check out Writing Excuses. That's been the show for today. I hope you found it valuable. If you wish to reach out to me, you can find me on Twitter at PodApplaud or send an email to podapplaud@gmail.com. Thank you for listening, and please tune in again.